Welcome to Rogers High School for the Section 5 4A Boys Basketball Championship. The top two seeds have reached the finals. The Maple Grove Crimson, the number 2 seed, taking on the top seed and defending champion Park Center Pirates. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Ryan Iverson and a couple of District 279 rivals meeting up here. Ryan, the semifinals, neither team had an easy time. Park Center, number 1 seed. Mountain View gave them a good game, though. It ended up to be an 8-point win for them, but they definitely had to work for it, and that might not be such a bad thing.
No, I was just going to say, Jay, I think that's a positive thing. You know, they've been dealing with some injuries and health, and you want a close game. That's how you get better. You get tested, because once you know, if you're able to get through this game, you're going to have close competitive games in the state tournament. So they got the win. They got guys getting a little healthier every day, and tonight should be an absolute awesome game between two really good programs that both know each other really well.
And for Maple Grove, it was as close as could be. Osseo scored a hoop with about 10 seconds to go, and Maple Grove answered with a miracle buzzer beater from the corner and ended up pulling out a very memorable win. But they have to remember that wasn't the last game. No. There's another one here tonight.
Well, that's why we call it March Madness. That's why you love basketball this time of the year. Everything on the line. The ball kind of bounced, Jade, perfectly, and what a big-time shot. What a great moment, not only for you know them, but their fans and everything. It was a classic game winner, a lot of fun to see.
You see the bracket for Section 5 with the top 2 seeds advancing, although, as we said, not exactly without some drama. First round games, only one close one, the 4-5 matchup, and then in the semis, both favored teams by seed winning, but definitely a close battle. Well, these teams, we said, have played each other twice. They know each other very well. We're going to talk about key players to look for, and we maybe haven't gone with the most obvious ones here tonight, maybe more wild card. Starting with Maple Grove, the buzzer beater hero the other night is a freshman who's really coming on, Babacar Am.
Oh, you can just love watching him play. We're watching him in warm-ups, and he's doing 360 dunks. So, number 1, extremely athletic. Number 2, I think the thing that you got to keep in mind, when you make a shot like that as a freshman, the confidence that it builds in not only him, but his teammates are going to have in him. And tonight, listen, when you play Park Center, you got to handle the ball, you got to rebound, you got to be athletic, and having him on board, it really brings that dimension for Maple Grove. So what a moment for him, and he's going to have to step up and have another really big game tonight.
And for Park Center, we know Cash Chavis is their leader, but Ari Gooch has had a good year as well. He's a dynamic kind of player. He's played well against the Crimson, too.
And he's 6'2". He's averaging 17 points a game. His scoring has really elevated this year. He's athletic and quick. He can get to the rim, but he can also shoot. He plays really well off of the other guys that they have. And I'm telling you, he is the wild card. If he's able to have a big night, Park Center really is hard to beat. And again, scoring with Park Center, they're going to put up high 70s, low 80s. And you got to be able to score with them. And I'll tell you, his 17 points is a big reason why offensively they're so hard to guard.
All right, we'll see who's headed to the state tournament. The Section 5 championship on the line next year. It's Maple Grove and Park Center on CCX Sports.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
Welcome back to Rogers, one of our favorite nights of the season each year, the Section 5 4A Boys Basketball Championship, and a special thanks to the Maple Grove Boys Basketball Booster Club and the Park Center Backcourt Club for helping us bring live coverage tonight on CCX as the Pirates and the Crimson being introduced to the crowd. We touched on it a little bit in pregame that Park Center has definitely had injury issues this year. They're mostly back now, but not necessarily at full health or in full rhythm. The starting groups for these two teams this evening for Maple Grove, they will start the backcourt of Henry Stang, Keegan Harney, who had a really good game in the semis, Gannon McGuire, a steady senior, and then a couple of bruisers up front with Nathan Ramatka, Josh Femright, Aiden Memone, Ari Gooch, and one of the best guards you'll find, Cash Chavis, in the backcourt for Park Center. Temi Amotiinbo and Chang Ring, who was out for a long time with injury. He's been back for a bit. He's still a little bit cautious, a little bit hesitant as he's getting back into full strength. They'll also be getting Jackson Fowlkes back tonight, although not in the starting lineup, and he's been out for a month, so it's kind of a tall ask to come back in.
It is. He has been practicing this week, so he's got a little bit of his rhythm, but that's 21 points a game that's been missing. So even if you can get 80% of them, Jay, I mean, that's a big addition here tonight, but should be a great game. Two great coaches, smart teams, athletic teams, so, and of course a great atmosphere. This is always just one of the best atmospheres during the year.
Opening tip, knocked out of bounds by Maple Grove, I think. Yeah, it'll be Park Center ball as Ring got up first, but didn't really get much of it, and then it was knocked out. So it will be Park Center ball. Cash Chavis. Maple Grove will really look to pack it in, try to take the drive away.
Yeah, easier said than done. The problem, too, though, is Park Center is such a good offensive rebounding team that you got to not only get that stop, but you got to secure that rebound, got to box out.
Chavis attacking and scores.
Yeah, and I think that's the one part of his game that's so underrated. I mean, he's so explosive, so quick, but he's really strong, too, Jay. You can see him take that contact, keep going, able to get to the rim. Big start.
Well, and he has been playing, but speaking of injuries, wearing that mask on his nose out there. Stang nearly turned it over. Here's Gannon McGuire driving it in, and he lays it in.
And that's what you got to do if you're Maple Grove. You got to withstand that initial pressure, not turn it over, and you can get there. That second layer, so aggressive is Park Center.
Gooch shooting up a three, no good, and a rebound grab by Ramatka. Amotiinbo switching on to Stang. Now it's Harney turning and firing, no good, and it's all black and green on the glass.
Yeah, but you're pleased with that if you're Maple Grove. You ran a good set, you got a good look, a great shooter.
Aiden Memone with the spin move gets the layup to go, and it's 4-2 Pirates.
And sometimes great offense beats good defense. Not out of position, that great spin move, great finish. I think, too, Park Center has so many different options, so many guys that can score. Makes them hard to guard.
McGuire turned it over. Gooch with the steal. Memone, tough shot there. Ring, the rebound, he scores.
Well, and that's what he does such a good job. As you rotate over to contest or to help, you got to remember he's there. He's so long. He can just pick you apart on the offensive glass.
Harney bringing it up this time. Chavis is so tough on the ball. Normally Stang brings it up pretty much every time, but they may go away from that some tonight like the last time.
Yep. And the thing you can't do is you can't back down against that pressure. You got to stay aggressive.
Over to McGuire, a miss, and Ring the rebound. Park Center looking to get out and run. Amotiinbo dropped it, but he got it back and then missed.
Well, we say a lot about Hopkins, how quickly they can take a miss or a turnover down the other way. Park Center very similar. They get up, they really run great transition offense.
Harney back for Stang. On the drive and in and out. Femright fighting for the rebound now. He'll be called for the foul.
Great hustle, both guys, great hustle. You got a good look too for Stang. That's gonna be critical. He's gotta get in that 20-point range. And he handled the pressure, got a good look, about halfway down and then rimmed out.
Gooch around to Chavis. Chavis will take that long three, and it's off, and rebound McGuire. That's a shot Maple Grove doesn't mind.
No, I was gonna say, and he can make that, don't get me wrong, he has that range, but he's so quick, so explosive at getting to the rim that you'll live with a contested three.
Stang into the lane, shoveling it off. Femright had a block, but it's a foul.
And you see Ari Gooch at 6'2", is how explosive he is contesting that shot. But that's what you got to do. You got to take the pressure. You got to drive. Great kick there. And just nothing's ever easy against Park Center. They challenge every shot. And now you get these opportunities to get to the free throw line. Got to knock them down.
Femright had some good offense against Osseo, a guy that you don't normally look at as one of your scorers, but he had 7 points in the first half.
Yep. And I'll tell you, tonight, yes, they're going to need some points, but if he can continue to rebound and maybe get some of those, easy buckets by the rim, but just that size, that physicality is going to be a big, big asset for Maple Grove tonight, Jay.
6-4 Park Center in the early going year, Section 5 championship on the line. Ring at the high post. Cut off there.
Good D. And they didn't overhelp either that time. Sometimes you'll see defenses collapse, Jay, and it leaves someone wide open. They did a good job of not leaving any shooters wide open.
Memone steps into a three there, no good, but he tracks it down himself.
Those are the killers, right? You work hard, you play 30 seconds of great defense, and you give up an offensive rebound.
Chavis on the move, wouldn't go, and Harney the rebound. Stang, a little hesitation, dribble reverse, missed it.
Great move, great extra step there, got a good look.
Gooch was fouled. McGuire cutting across in front of him, trying to plead his case, but they say he got some arm along with some basketball there.
Watch how quick it went from a miss on one end, and a second later you're down on the other end for a layup. And you can see McGuire pleading his case, saying that was all ball. He might have a point there. That transition defense, so critical going against the Pirates.
In and out there.
Well, keep in mind too, I kind of had a number tonight. If Maple Grove was going to win tonight, Jay, that score in the the 50s, maybe the low 60s. And so far, you got to like the scoring, kind of favoring Maple Grove's style. You don't want to get in a running contest with Park Center.
Michael Wagner, 34, in for Maple Grove. Xavier Felix, 22, in for Park Center, along with Jackson Fowlkes, number 13, returning from a long absence, and Buna Morke, number 5. Stang cut off, and good denial by Felix. That wasn't really there.
Yeah, right idea, but that's what they do. They speed you up.
Chavis, a tough runner. Oh, man.
Yeah, going full speed to your left, shooting a one-legged floater with your right hand. That is degree of difficulty 10.
8-4 PC, and Felix will be called for the foul. He's out hounding Harney there. I don't think that's one Park Center minds, though. That's what they want to be doing defensively. Not fouling, but getting up and causing havoc.
That's with a 6'7" guy in your face, too. That's extremely difficult make right there.
Babacar Ann is checked in now for Maple Grove. The hero of last game. He's carried off on the shoulders of some of the students for a little bit anyway.
Oh, what an experience for anyone, but especially as a freshman to have that moment. Oh, nice look.
Harney shoveling it over, but Wagner wasn't quite ready, and now he traveled.
Yeah, and that's where I'd like to see Harney, Keegan, just finish that, right? He had the step, and he's got the height, too, at 6'3", to just maybe one more dribble, one more step. And as a big guy, you got to be ready. You got to have those hands ready. Wagner, if he can just catch and go up, that's a quick 2.
Here's Jackson Fowlkes.
Yeah, good to see him back out there. Interesting to just see his timing, right? Even practicing is different than that game speed.
Felix back out to Chavis. 10 to go on the shot clock. Chavis wheeling his way down the lane, and let's see, no basket. We got a foul on the initial shot, I think. It was kind of, I didn't hear the whistle right away, but it seemed like it was definitely a foul on Wagner.
Well, watch the quickness. It looked like he was dead to rights. Look at that step through. Yeah, you can see body contact there for sure, which probably ended up being okay for Maple Grove. Otherwise, that would have been a putback, 2 points. But great offensive players, Jay, just have that ability to create. And it might only be 3 or 4 times a game. That shot clock's running down, end of game. You know, we obviously saw Chavis hit that game winner earlier in the year at that Hopkins breakdown event too. I mean, he's just got that ability to create a good shot really whenever he wants to.
Makes them both 6 early points for Cash Chavis, and the lead is 6 for Park Center at 10-4. Knocked away from Harney, retrieves it and fires, and that one's way off.
And maybe pressure that forced that one just a little bit there.
Fowlkes from the top of the key, and he hits.
That's huge. Your first shot back after a month. Get that first one to go down, especially with his talent, his ability to shoot the ball. That's a big start for him.
Chavis up in Stang's face right now. And knocked away. Maple Grove looking a little rattled.
Yeah.
That one is short from McGuire.
Yeah, just nothing easy right now for Maple Grove.
Fowlkes had it knocked away, gets it out to Frelix, who bobbled it. Nice back cut by Gooch, and he was fouled.
Yeah, it's smart basketball there. Your defender turns your head, you go back door, and a great extra look. Here's that first 3 for Jackson Fowlkes, bottoms. Great feeling for him, and here, just a great cut.
So Gooch heading to the free throw line. Stang got caught a little bit looking on that back cut and definitely gave him a little nudge with the body.
You know, and if you're Maple Grove right now, you're okay. You just got to settle down. You just got to withstand that initial ball pressure, get into a set. They've had a couple of nice driving opportunities too, so I think they got to just stay aggressive. Otherwise, if you play reactive, that ball pressure and that pace is gonna create havoc for you. So you got to handle that pressure and get what you want on a possession.
Harney was fouled as Gooch reached in. That'll be the second on Ari Gooch. So Motoyimbo will check back in, and Gooch will pick up his second. In, by the way, for Maple Grove now is Caden Harney, number 3 as well.
Had a great year as a quarterback, starting quarterback this year.
Ramadka handing it to Ann. Motoyimbo trying to put pressure on him. He gets all the way, and then Ring denies it. Fowlkes looking a little bit tentative on that knee. Ring dropping it off, and Motoyimbo scores.
Yeah, great little shot fake there. Maple Grove had that time for a block. Nice little shot fake, the old Top Gun move, let the guy fly by. Good layup. And I'll tell you, Ann had a great move. Remember how athletic he is? He's got to finish at the rim with that athleticism. If you go in, watch that great move, and you see kind of a soft, off-balance finish. He's got to be able to jump, use that athletic ability in there. Look at the big fella showing off the playmaking again. That great little ball fake hesitation, gets an easy look.
Park Center up 16-4. Maple Grove's had trouble finding quality shots and had trouble making them when they have gotten decent looks.
Yeah, they need a bucket here. They got to get something good.
Harney out of bounds. The pressure D is really getting to Maple Grove right now.
And I'll tell you, if you're at home watching this and you're thinking, why are we struggling if you're a Maple Grove fan? It's uncomfortable, right? Park Center makes you uncomfortable. It's not fun having someone right in your space all the time, contesting every pass. You just got to handle it and stay poised.
Fowlkes, an open look. This time it wouldn't drop.
And it also has a tendency to speed you up too. It gets guys kind of out of their normal rhythm.
Over to Stang.
And just really good one-on-one defense that Park Center does too.
Harney getting a high screen. He will step back and launch one, and he banks it in.
Yeah, I know he didn't call glass, but they'll take that. That's a huge shot right there. And you see Coach Nick Schroeder getting a timeout. Just wants to settle his guys down. Kind of broke, going about 4 or 5 minutes without a basket. So that's a huge shot. Get them settled down, kind of remind them, hey, we can do this.
Yeah, if you're Maple Grove, you'll take it as you get a look at Nick Schroeder, an excellent coach with the Crimson. But I think if you're Park Center, you're still saying to yourself, we forced a really difficult shot. They're not going to bank threes in all night.
That's not one you're going to replicate. Yeah, exactly. So, and you can see Coach Schroeder, I mean, he was a tough player. He's a tough coach. He's just trying to calm these guys down, give them confidence. Hey, we've played these guys twice. We know what to expect. Let's not let it get us out of what we want to do.
And the tough thing is, though, I think they know what they want to do, but being able to do it is sometimes a little easier said than done with the kind of ball pressure PC is putting on.
And you know what else, Jay, is that a lot of teams might have one guy that can really pressure the ball. When you got 5 guys, even when you're big, gets switched out and he can move his feet and he's got length, that's when it becomes so hard. You can see Maple Grove is getting switches and trying to make moves, but not only their team defense, but I think Park Center just their one-on-one, man-to-man defense, really impressive.
James Ware trying to get his team back into the state tournament, lost an OT to Wayzata last year, won the title 2 years ago. They have certainly joined the conversation as one of the elite 4A programs.
And how crazy if you get, if Park Center were to win this game, it'd probably be Wayzata and them the 1-2 again. So both of those programs.
Fowlkes. Offensive foul as Ramadka got over and took a charge.
Yeah, those are the little detail plays you got to do if you're going to win this game for Maple Grove. And Ramadka shuffling over, had his feet set there. That's big. Here's the other thing that's big, too. That's the 5 team fouls on Park Center for Maple Grove. Trying to get into that bonus. See if you can't steal some easy fouls, maybe get to the free throw line. Slows the game down. They're a good free throw shooting team. Nice move.
Stang drives and scores in traffic. His first bucket. He's their scoring leader.
Yeah, and known as just a great shooter, but you can see he's quick. He has the ability to get to the rim. He's got to keep doing that.
Chavis lost it as he tried to power his way into the lane there. Stang wanting to attack, but Fowlkes knocked it away.
Just those long arms. Everyone on Park Center is long.
Stang will shoot it up, and he nails a 3.
And just a little bit of a late closeout by Ring. And Henry Stang is such a deadly shooter if he gets those open looks.
Ring trying to answer, but couldn't, and McGuire the rebound. Things looking a little better now for Maple Grove. Boy, they were down 16-4. They've scored 8 in a row.
Yeah, that bank 3 and then out of that timeout, I think just calmed them down a little bit. And again, Ring can shoot that shot, but Maple Grove, that's a win for them defensively.
Stang whipping it down low, tried to thread it through. They were fortunate to keep that one. There was a lot of traffic. It feels like they've coming out of that timeout have maybe done a little better job spacing too, so they're not dribbling into traffic or double teams as much.
Yeah, and I like, too, what Henry Stang did there. He got Cass Chavis off of him with a ball screen.
It's going to be a foul on Caden Harney.
Wow.
As the defender got there a little bit before him to knock it away, and then they collided.
Yeah, those kind of passes, right? Those cross-court passes or passes where they're hanging in the air like that. You just can't do it against Park Center. They're so good at anticipating, and they're quick enough to get in those passing lanes. And actually, probably lucky that was a foul. Otherwise, that could be a quick layup in transition the other way.
Park Center by 4. Fowlkes trying to pitch it inside, knocked away by Harney, and it's going to be off of Park Center.
Wow. And that's what you got to do. You got to battle, win those type of possessions. If Cash gets that ball down low, he's so strong and quick, hard to guard. Don't let him catch it. Yeah, I like these ball screens if they can get Chavis off of Stang. It's just going to make Stang's job easier.
McGuire drives
Nice
and
pass.
dishes. Femrite in and out.
Great offense there. Nice baseline drive. Femrite got to knock that one down.
Chavis will shoot a step back. That one is off, but Omodienbo with a nice rebound. And
I think a shot clock.
yeah, I think you're right.
After that miss, it should reset to 20. Took a couple of seconds off. And again, second chance rebounds, right? Park Center's so good at stealing extra possessions, and they add up. This is when he's so hard. Get that downhill speed.
In and out for Fowlkes. So Park Center's gone a little bit cold after they were dominating early. Stang driving into the middle, left it short. Omodienbo, the rebound, a foul on Maple Grove on the rebound, I think on Femrite.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's going to be his second. And his size against and his physicality is so important. That's where you just got to let that one go. Got to stay on the floor. But again, I like that Maple Grove action. Staying, going hard to the basket, got the look. Just altered a little bit, left it a little bit short.
Mimone to the front court as the Pirates have endured a little bit of a lull here offensively after Maple Grove started very cold. See, it's man-to-man with some kind of zone principles for Maple Grove.
You can see if they're going to give some up, it's that, right? It's that three-pointer. And again, Park Center very capable of making those, especially the big fella, but that's what Maple Grove wants.
Screen for Stang. Wagner posting up against Chavis. Now finding McGuire. McGuire turns the corner, but missed the left-hand layup.
And again, look how quick Park Center gets going the other way.
Frelix back out to Chavis. Mimone, the spin move and a floater.
He's had a couple of really nice moves here. A couple of spins, too. You know, and he's averaging over 7 points. He's kind of that forgotten guy that you maybe don't key on, but you can see how capable he is at getting buckets.
Ramadka taking it up, powers it into Omodienbo, but missed it.
Good shot, got a good look, used his body there to create the space.
Chavis looking to turn the corner here. Stang being posted up a little bit. Chavis turns, fires, scores.
Yeah, just nothing you can do. You almost have to double that, get it out of his hands. He's so good, so strong.
Ooh, just barely got it in, and now they get it back to McGuire. Ramadka launching, and he makes it. Ooh, that's not what I was expecting.
No, but again, right play, and if you attack that pressure, you can get numbers. Maple Grove a 3-on-2 there, and maybe not known for knocking that down, but he got a wide open look, and he shot it confidently. Maple Grove back to within 5.
Ring stepping out. He will shoot a three. No good. Park Center's yet to make a three that they're continuing to fire, but without success. Excuse me, Fowlkes at 1-3.
And again, Ring can make that, but I think Maple Grove, if you have to give something up, that's the one you'll live with.
Stang up and over Ring, and he scores it.
Now you see how Ring alters the trajectory of shots. That ball had a high arc there.
Cash Chavis answering with a three.
And I truly believe, Jay, if he's hitting that shot, I don't know how you defend that. He's so quick, so strong.
And there's a steal for Chavis. All the way, wouldn't go the Ring with a great tip. Timeout?
No, he stepped over the line. How about Ring? He was on the left side, Jay, when he jumped, and those long arms able to tip it in on the right side. What an athletic putback. right there. Look at where he came from. I mean, all the way on the left side. And again, that's a second chance point. Watch him in your screen. He's on the left side. Look at those long arm span, able to put that back in. That is tough.
Reached over his own teammate, too.
Yeah.
Memone was probably in better position, but the long arms of Ring. Well, good run for PC. They're up 8. Fowlkes not quite able to squeeze that one.
And those are right. Those are the timing things of just missing game time. And I'll tell you why it's so important that he played tonight, even if he doesn't play great tonight or his timing's a little off. If Park Center is able to win, it got him this kind of experience now so that he's going to be even that more prepared for the state tournament. Nice pass.
Harney leaving it off for Romanka.
That's what you got to do. Ring is such a good shot blogger. He's going to come over and go after it.
Davis missing there and the rebound. Stang to the corner.
Big.
And McGuire, no good. Ring boards it.
Great offense in transition. They attack. They got a good look.
Chavis over to Fowlkes, and he was fouled. Maple Grove thought Chavis had traveled, and I have to agree.
Yep. I agree too. Kind of the ball got stuck, it looked like, on his hip a little bit. It's one of those that sure look like it, right, in real time. This is good too for Jackson Fowlkes. Always helps get to that free throw line.
And shooting right into the Maple Grove student section in this first half.
Great crowd, both sides tonight. That's what high school basketball is all about. Jackson's had such a good year too up before that injury. Really been playing well, puts up some great numbers, and a really good kid.
Misses them both, but Memone with the rebound. And then Chavis grabs the next rebound. Freelix misses. Fowlkes trying to put back.
And Maple Grove survived that, Jay, but you can't give up 3 offensive rebounds, right? I mean, that's just going to lead to extra points. They're lucky they got out of that one unscathed.
Harney. Romanka will shoot the 3, no good. Chavis attacking, and the floater is good.
Yeah, and you know what he did great there? Maple Grove was ready to take a charge. He did a great job of going straight up and down and not getting a charge there, able to avoid that. Beautiful touch.
And chased back out by Fowlkes. Then he steps into the lane and scores.
Again, only a freshman. You can see his handle. And I love that he slowed down there. He didn't rush his finish. His first drive, he kind of rushed that finish. That time he gathered and took a great shot.
Fowlkes giving it back to Chavis here. A little under a minute and a half to go first half. Park Center by 6. Ring with the jump hook, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I'd like to see him more, because he's got that length. And if Maple Grove's going to play him one-on-one, I mean, that kind of move, that kind of finish, almost unstoppable.
Lead back to 8 now for Park Center. Stang turns it over.
Yeah, those are dangerous because now you get numbers. Oh, big time play.
Harney with the steal. Harney all the way for the layup.
What a big turnaround. Park Center had numbers one way. That was a huge play.
Ball went out of bounds, it looks like, after hitting the back of the iron and then touched the basket support. As you could look at that steal for Harney. Pulled them within 6. Stang the dish. Harney was hit by Freelix. And they will send Keegan Harney to the line for 3. See Stang with the drive and dish, and Fowlkes on the run coming at him. Free throw good by Harney, a chance to cut into that deficit at the line here with these 3 free throws. No good on the middle one. Gooch is going to come back in for Park Center. We're got 2 fouls, but they are going to have the ball with a chance to hold for the last shot. Harney goes 2 for 3, so it's a 4-point lead for Park Center. Looks like they will hold for 1. There's about a second difference in the shot clock and game clock, but in effect, going to be able to take it all the way down. Got to believe Chavis going downhill is how this is going to start anyway. And with about 10, he'll get into their set. Fowlkes will take it. And that one no good. Ramatka runs it down. Stang trying to hurry it up court. Stang on the run, no good. But we have come to halftime in this one. Top seed Park Center seemed to be in control early, but Maple Grove battling back strong. And they will have just a 4-point deficit at halftime. So good action back and forth here between these two in this first half. Maple Grove weathering the storm. Let's go to Ryan now with Nick Schroeder.
Hey, Coach, kind of a slow start offensively. But you had to love how your guys battled and got back into the game there.
Yeah, they fought. 29 points. We gave up 29 to these guys. We'll take that every night of the week. We got to find a way to put the ball in the basket, alleviate pressure. They're tough into us. We got to be able to get by that. And then find our shooters and find our bigs. Our bigs got to catch and finish. Our shooters got to get their feet and hands ready. We should get some good shots in the second half.
You know, I'm trying to talk to the audience about how difficult it is to play with that kind of pressure. What do you tell your guys, and how are you guys able to get better at that throughout the game?
I think you just have to adapt to it. All right, we're not getting the hand check call right now, and that's okay. All right, they're consistent with it. Having different guys bring it, and we have multiple guys who can handle it. You know, finding that first pass early, getting away from the ball, and then coming back and getting it later. Those are all things we'll talk about at halftime.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the second half, Coach. All right, back to you, Jay.
And thanks to Coach Schroeder. We'll hear from Coach James Ware in a moment, too, coming back into the second half. It's a good one so far. 29-25, Park Center at halftime. The Section 5 4A boys basketball final on CCX. Welcome back to Rogers High School, and again thanks to the Maple Grove Boys Basketball Booster Club and the Park Center Backcourt Club for helping us bring you live coverage tonight of this Section 5 championship. Park Center leading 29-25 at the half. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. It was mostly Park Center early, and then Maple Grove clawing back into it.
There was a nice drive. Again, if you can handle that pressure, there will be driving lanes. McGann and McGuire, a nice layup.
Memone with a great spin move there, and then watch this one by Chavis. Ooh, that's a tough one.
We both thought that might have been the toughest basket of the first half.
Jackson Fowlkes coming back off injury, knocked down his first look at a three there. And then Ann trying to challenge Ring, but that one wasn't happening.
Just so long. And again, a good contest there, but a great shot by Keegan Harney. And that was after about a 4-minute scoring drought. I thought that was a really big shot for Maple Grove.
Stang came alive a little bit with 7 points in that first half. Ramadka providing a little bit of offense for them as well, as he had a couple of buckets.
Yeah, this might have been the most athletic bucket. Watch this tip in by Ring. Came on the left, those long arms, able to get that tip. That was big.
Maple Grove getting one breakaway bucket after the steal by Harney, as we get a look in the first half. Stang and Harney with 7 each to lead the way for Maple Grove. Chavis has been the guy with 13 so far for Park Center, and Ring contributing 6, including that very athletic tip.
Well, you look at the score, Jay, 29-25. This pace, this level of scoring, I mean, this is exactly what Maple Grove wanted it to be. They've done a pretty good job defensively. Park Center, just so many different weapons, but if you can limit those turnovers and those easy baskets, those momentum baskets for Park Center, you can hang in this game.
We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with more of our coverage here of the Section 5 championship game. We'll hear from Coach Ware in a moment here. 29-25 Pirates, our score.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
Welcome back here to Rogers High School as the teams warm up for half number 2. Park Center leading it by a score of 29-25 over Maple Grove as the top 2 seeds meeting. Let's go to Ryan with Coach Ware.
Hey, Coach, 29-25. What are your thoughts there first half?
You know, I thought we did a pretty good job on the defensive end. I mean, they're at 25. They've done a good job on the defensive end. We got 29. Right now, the pace is in their favor. We got to see if we can push the tempo, push the pace a little bit more, and see if we can make the game a little bit more crazy, if that makes sense. Organized chaos is what we call it. But they're doing a nice job.
Well, I tell the viewers, as a former guard, nothing's worse than that ball pressure, that constant agitating ball pressure. How are you guys so good at doing that?
Well,
especially you were such a poor defender back when you played.
I'm not a good defender, so a lot of times you coach the stuff you weren't good at. We just work on it every day. It's our kids' strength. We're hard on the ball. That's what we do. So
last thing, what do you want to do? What do you want to see the most for you guys to get out of here with the W?
I'd like to see the ball go in the hoop from our end. We missed a lot of shots, missed a lot of free throws, so see the ball go in the hoop.
Thanks for the time. Good luck, Coach. Yeah, back to you, Jay.
Thank you, Ryan, and thanks to Coach Ware for taking a moment with us, along with Nick Schroeder, the Crimson head coach. Always adds to the broadcast to get their thoughts, and a couple of excellent coaches. Obviously, we saw them play as high school players in the area, and great to see them giving back and doing such good work in their programs as well here. So, Ryan, interesting to hear what Coach Ware said. They want the tempo up a little bit more, certainly, and like you had talked about, the pace of the game is more to Maple Grove's liking right now.
So if you look on the year, Jay, Park Center averages about 74 points per game. I would say half-court offense is usually responsible for somewhere around 50 points of that. The rest is that transition, even off of missed shots, but a lot of it's on traps, steals, turnovers. So I think what he's alluding to is that we got to get this pace up. We got to self-create it, and it starts on the defensive end. And that's when they're tough, right? They get 2 or 3 turnovers, a dunk, and all of a sudden that momentum is completely swung over. So look for a defensive effort here to really pick up to start the half. And if you're Maple Grove, trying to handle that, trying to get those good shots that they got there towards the end of that first half.
Stang down the baseline will kick it over to Harney. McGuire almost traveled, and then Ring sends it out of there.
Yeah, and I think another thing that's underrated for Park Center is they help, but they recover, right? You'll see a lot of times teams will overhelp, and then you get a wide open 3. They help and get back, and there's just nothing easy.
McGuire, a pull-up, it's short. Took a funny bounce, but Ring still gets to it.
And I like that possession. A good shot. You don't necessarily have to get a layup, especially with Ring protecting the rim.
One hard dribble, got a good 15-footer there.
Ring to the baseline and across Memone to Gooch and back to Memone.
Pretty good defense on this end too for Maple Grove. They're really doing a good job of kind of recovering, not giving anything too easy.
Back out to Memone late in the clock. Missed it, and Stang will grab the rebound.
Harney cut off by Chavis as they bumped. Coach said, you know, they're kind of the
Hand checks.
yeah that letting that stuff go. Harney chase back out.
It was great recovery by all 5 guys. They can all guard every position. You really have to execute.
Stang going into ring and protected the ball with his body.
Yeah, 2 things. One, he kind of a little hesitation there. The timing was off for Ring, but you're right. You saw him use that right shoulder, maybe that right arm a little bit. Got the space. That's not easy finish over that big fella there.
Gooch attacking up and over Stang for the bucket.
And just again, they have so many guys that can do that, you know, you might stop the initial drive, but they make that second move, that third move, and they're all strong.
Back to a 4-point lead here for Park Center. High pick for Stang, and he'll knock it down. It's a 3.
Yeah, and you see what they did there? They went with a ball screen. They want to get Chavis off of him. And you can see Stang, just a little bit of space. He's got that quick release, big-time shot. We got a 1-point game, Jay.
Well, and Coach Ware was talking about the big guys inside for Maple Grove are such good screeners.
Yeah.
And boy, we saw it that time. In and out, no good. McGuire
great
flips it
hustle.
over to Ramadka. And we're going to get a foul on Memone.
Well, that was a great job by Deanna McGuire there. He kind of lost his footing, but still able to hold on to that ball. If he doesn't, that's going to be a quick layup for Park Center. But yeah, I mean, look at the size for Maple Grove. They might not have the length, but they got the big bodies. I would not like to get screened by Josh Femright.
I think this is another shot clock
Yeah,
situation here.
that should be at 35. Yep.
I'm going to have to say overall this year,
Better than what I thought,
Yes,
yeah.
I've been impressed that we haven't had that many issues with shot clock situations.
I agree, because during breakdowns last summer when they first introduced it, Jay, it was like every 2 minutes there was a shot clock issue. So I'm with you.
Maple Grove looking to take its first lead. Harney dishing down low, but McGuire couldn't quite get to it.
And that's an example, I think, where you just get sped up a little bit, right? Going too hard, that's probably not a good pass. But when you're rushed a little bit, you feel like maybe I'm going to get it, I got to get rid of it. And those kind of those empty possessions against Park Center, you just can't have too many of them throughout the game.
And Gooch threw it
Right back. Saved in for Maple Grove. They could have just let it go out. Harney looking for the lead, and he hits.
Heads up play, smart play. Maple Grove, Park Center, I think thought that was just going to roll out. Maple Grove sprints down and ended up getting a good look for one of their best shooters, and Keegan Harney knocked it down. That's 2 threes already here, Jay, in the second half.
yeah, it was going to be an over and back against Park Center, so they didn't really chase it. And I just thought it was going to roll out too, but Maple Grove said, well, let's hustle after it. Maybe something will happen. And it did.
Yeah, you see it looked like Ari Gooch, too, kind of overran that, trying to steal that kick out. And because of that, Harney with an open look. You see Maple Grove, all their appearances, but that was in that other section for so many years.
Maple Grove girls basketball giving Hopkins all they could handle, but losing by 6 in the semifinals in Class 4A over at Williams
Yeah,
Arena.
they had a great year. They had a great team. And I'll tell you what, if you can end up with this down 6 to Hopkins at the end of the game, that's pretty good.
Maple Grove, this was yesterday in the quarterfinals. Claire Stern getting a layup to beat the buzzer, and they beat Lakeville North by 1.
You get a boy and girl basketball buzzer beater in the same week at the same school. That's pretty remarkable. These Maple Grove fans are spoiled with these great last-second shots.
And after it was 16-4 Park Center, I don't think you would have necessarily thought Maple Grove would have a lead early in the second half like this.
No, I mean, that's a 29-15 run. And I'll tell you what, that's what I want to see Cass Chavis do every time down the floor. I think he's just so good. So quick, so strong. I think he can get those kind of shots almost at will.
Ramadka just barely saved that one from being an over and back. Tied up at 33 after the Chavis hoop.
Yeah, see, Stang just feels comfortable getting Chavis off of him, and I don't blame him.
McGuire, pull up,
tough shot,
contested well. Chavis up high for the rebound.
Kicks it back, Amodiinbo. Missing inside, McGuire the rebound.
Yeah, good strong. See him rip that ball out and pivot out of there?
Harney, and then turns it over. Emine picking it off. Knocked away from him though.
Good hands.
McGuire.
Nice pass.
To the corner, Harney knocks down a three.
Well, Harney got the tip, and I'll tell you, I thought McGuire might try to force a layup there. Instead, he finds the hot hand.
Chavis trying to answer, Stang the rebound.
Yeah, great box out by Stang. But I love that pass by Gannon McGuire. That was a great play.
Stang coming out to get it. Ramadka, high screen for him. Stang driving it, he slipped. Gonna be a travel. When he went to plan, his foot just slipped.
Fowlkes will come back in.
Yeah, I mean, see that foot slide there. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, it sucks to have happen, right? Because it was a great move, and he made the shot, but get that slide.
Fowlkes handing off to Gooch.
You know, you feel like, too, maybe Maple Grove's pressure is kind of ratcheted up a little bit.
Another try at it there. Ramadka the rebound. We get a foul on Ring, I believe.
I think Ring is just saying I was straight up. If anything, maybe it should have been a foul against me. But I like, you see Maple Grove getting active hands and really closing out and moving their feet, too. It's so funny, Jay. The game, basketball, maybe more than anything, it's so much about confidence, right? Maple Grove right now is confident. Yeah.
Timeout, Maple Grove.
I think Coach Schroeder's just saying, hey, those are hand checks. He's getting his hands on him. You got to call that. And you see him talking to him right now. He's saying he can't do that.
3-point Crimson lead here. Park Center led throughout the first half, but had a 4-point halftime lead. Maple Grove's come out and made 3 threes already here in the second half.
Yeah, Keegan Harney with 2 big ones. And both of them were great passes. You know, just that drive and kick. And that's what you got to do. You get open looks against Park Center, you got to make the most of them because you're not going to get a lot of them. So if you get those rare opportunities, you got to bang them in, and Maple Grove has done that. And you see that you score on offense and that confidence down on the other end of the floor too, with active hands, battling for rebounds. So you're going to see, high ball screen. They want to try to get Chavis off of.
Foul on the pass off as Stang was bumped.
Yeah, that was weird because it was after he passed it too.
Chavis will pick up the foul. Felix back in, Memone out.
Only Cash's first foul. He does a really nice job of playing that physical ball pressure without fouling.
Ring knocks it away, Ramadka retrieving it. Over to McGuire, layup's good.
God, that ball was almost a turnover. Ramadka did a great job of gathering and almost lost it again, but delivered the pass. Great cut, and he realized Ring wasn't by the rim. No shot blocker were there. I'm going to go get this layup.
Now a 5-point Maple Grove lead. Trying to put some doubt into Park Center. Down low though, Gooch cutting free, and Chavis finds him.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those baseline backdoor cuts. That's just smart basketball. Everyone's got eyes on Chavis. He's so devastating going to the basket.
Ooh, Arnie just got rid of that one to Stang. Stang driving it, blocked by Ring, but Felix got him on the arm.
And that's where, if you're a guard for Park Center, even if you don't think you fouled him, you can't even risk it because you got that great shot blocker behind you. You're going to see those hands right there. And that's where you just got to trust that my big fella's coming over and he's going to take care of this. I can't risk getting a foul there, and you're putting a 90% free throw shooter on the line too.
Third foul against Felix, first player on either team to have 3. Stang makes a pair for the Crimson. Their lead is back to 5.
And I like Park Center the last couple of times, just penetration to the rim. Something good usually comes of it.
Chavis the miss, Ring the tip, but he was fouled.
They forced Cash into that's a tough shot, that little running floater from about 12 feet. But as soon as that shot goes up, you got to have ultimate awareness on Chang Ring because he's so good at just crashing the offensive glass.
Free throw is good for Ring. Park Center within 4. Ring makes a couple of clutch ones for the Pirates. They are down 40-37.
Yeah, he's really got a nice touch, doesn't he, for a big fella? I mean, he can step out, shoot the 3. Very good free throw shooter.
Felix, despite having 3, playing up very tight on Harney.
Nice cut.
And little floater is good.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no outlet for him, but Ann did a great job there of finding the open, and then he had the length to finish.
Jackson Fowlkes answering off the Chavis assist.
He just brings such another level of shooting and scoring. You see, that's a momentum type of shot, right? You hit the 3, they're fired up, great ball pressure, and it leads to 5 seconds. And Jackson Fowlkes giving him a spark, right? They love having him back. He's just such a potent shooter there.
Inbounded to Fowlkes, takes it up and scores inside to tie it up.
5 quick points.
It's the return of Jackson Fowlkes.
And that's a spark. You don't think that's a spark?
Harney was bumped by Felix.
Well, here's why that's big. That's 5 team fouls.
It's also number 4 on Felix individually.
And
even those type of passes are scary against Park Center. They're just so good at anticipating that and getting a steal.
Gooch knocking it away, and a foul on Stang.
And probably lucky for Maple Grove there. That would have been 2 points for sure. But over dribbling, right? You got to use that screen. You got to pass, and you got to have some outlets there. That's a lot of pressure on Henry Stang dribbling against that constant ball pressure.
42-42, Park Center surging now, trying to take the lead back.
And Ari Gooch, good defense, those long arms, able to tap that one away.
Chavis attacking. Tough shot again.
There's just, I don't know what you can do about that. So strong, able to elevate, finish over it. There you go, there's a high ball screen. That's what they got to do. Got to help staying out a little bit.
Park Center back in front, 44-42.
You see a lot of dribbling, not a lot of movement right here.
Staying the drive, no good. Contested by Memone.
Oh.
And timeout for Park Center. Memone almost kind of passed that one to himself.
He did pass that to himself. I think Coach Ware knew that and tried to get the timeout right away to alleviate any questions about it. But watch him. You're going to see him pick that up. So he can't be the next person to touch that. I don't know if anyone else touched that. But how about this response, this answer by Park Center? Down 5, all of a sudden now they got a 2-point lead. And you just see almost another level of intensity and effort, right? Not only defensively, but offensively too. You just not settling, get to the rim. And if I'm Maple Grove, I got to help Henry staying out. I got to start moving the ball. You start over dribbling. I don't care how good your handle is. It's just, it wears on you, that constant ball pressure.
Chavis gets it back from Ring, looking to turn the corner. Back up top, Memone, an open look, no good, but Fowlkes grabs the offensive rebound. Now Gooch. Chavis posting on Stang. Good defense, and Stang with the block.
Yeah, and he stood his ground there. You know, and Henry Stang's only 5'11". He's given up a couple of inches there. Watch him stay his ground, and again, straight up too. That's not easy to do against an elite player like Cass Chavis.
Looking for a towel. Looks like a little moisture on the court, right at the edge of the lane. Chavis will inbound here. Park Center leading it by 2. A little under 9 minutes to go here in this Section 5 championship.
And here you got to watch always his chain ring being open around the basket.
You're going to get a foul. Maple Grove actually kind of fortunate that was called. Fowlkes had a layup, but they got Femright for the hold before the ball, or as the ball was being inbounded.
That's twice this half. Maple Grove's fouls have probably been beneficial as they've saved a couple of baskets from Park Center.
And this time it's going to be on Chavis. The same two guys are on Ring. Same two guys battling. First one went on Femright, second one went on Ring.
I think this possession's big, Jay. Maple Grove, after that great start, has gone a couple minutes here without even getting a good shot off. See if they can get a good look here, get a basket.
And Femright, a hard screen on Gooch, and then they're talking back and forth too.
Look at the big fella playing great defense, moving his feet.
And had it knocked away briefly. Caden Harney coming to get it. Keegan Harney.
God, they just close out so amazingly fast. Nice pass.
Femright had that one blocked.
That's just great defense, great recovery there. And this game's getting physical. Look at this screen here. You know, probably lucky there when you extend the arms like that.
Yeah,
pass.
He was in good position, but then brought the arm up. I would have called that a foul on the screen. Here's Harney driving, no good. Shot clock violation anyhow.
This game physical, intense, everything you'd expect. And a lot of fun to watch.
Fowlkes dumping it down low. Gooch drops it over to Chang Ring for two.
Park Center, Jay, just so many different options, right? They don't have to rely on one guy. They post up another guy, great pass, and Chang Ring just so good at catching and finishing.
Harney picked up the dribble in a tough spot, now gets it over to Stang.
Nice pass.
Ramadka, Ring might have got a piece of that, and with the
what a big
rebound.
play. What a big play by the freshman. And again, Ring goes after that, maybe gets a piece of it, but the freshman right there, that was a huge bucket, their first bucket in a couple of minutes. Keeps it a one-possession game.
Chavis down the lane, off the window and good.
Just that pace, right? That so explosive, and then kind of the slow it down, the little Euro step. You'd be amazed. You change speeds like that. Oh, good pass.
Back out, Stang, an open look, and it's good for three.
Great offense there. Good penetration. Nice kick, and Stang when he's gotten open looks tonight, Jay, he's knocked him down. What a game. I just love that. You know, and to have the wherewithal too, let's get it off before Ring comes back. And there's drive and kick. You can play inside out. And I'll tell you what, there's a great heads up, great awareness to find Henry Stang wide open. A high level game, I mean, both teams.
Park Center leading it by a point after that made three. They kind of weathered the storm a little bit of Maple Grove coming out really strong to start the second half, and now it's Maple Grove that's had to kind of weather the storm as they were really being pressured. It was looking again like it did early in the game.
Yeah, this game has really been a tale of runs, right? Park Center to start the game, Maple Grove then, and Maple Grove to start the second half, and then Park Center. And Maple Grove kind of settled down here a little bit, got a couple of good looks the last times down the floor. They just got to get stops, and that's where I think Park Center probably has the advantage, Jay, just that they have so many different guys that can step up. Great to see cheerleaders on both sides getting the crowds. Crowds are super into this game. This is what high school basketball is all about.
A little under 7 to go in a one-point game as Memone brings it to the front court. Chavis looking to attack. Tough baseline fadeaway. That time he missed it. One of the few shots tonight that he hasn't looked good on.
No, and I thought he settled there. I thought he could have maybe taken one. Oh, what a move. Oh, my.
With the right hand, Stang gives Maple Grove the lead back.
You know, scouting report saying take his left away, spins right, finishes with his offhand.
Fowlkes, a three, no good.
Great box out. Great box out.
Ramadka putting his body on the line. Here's Stang again, this time short though, and a Modiembo rebound.
Yeah, you can see he was angry with himself. He knew he got a good look. Ring out of the game, no shot blocker there. He was able to get to his left.
Chavis spinning back the other way. Oh, that was a sweet move.
You know what he is, Jay? He's got this unreal athletic ability and quickness combined with that old man at the YMCA who's got the crafty footwork. He's that combination of all those great things. He's so tough.
PC back in front by a point. And we'll give it back out to Stang, looking to turn the corner here, and see, it's going to be ruled out off PC. Maple Grove wanted a foul, Park Center wanted the ball. They'll kind of compromise.
Well, I'll tell you what, too, with Henry Stang is you got to be in great shape. He's had to handle the pressure full court all night long. And he's still got the energy to knock down the threes and to still try to get to the rim. And I'll tell you what, he sees Cass Chavis take a seat for a quick break, and his eyes got to light up, just knowing that maybe that level of ball pressure might cease a little bit.
Oh, got through Femright, and then he retrieved it. McGuire having to hurry it up late in the clock, and he hits. It's a 2.
And sometimes end of the shot clock, you just take it. You're not worried about it. And I mean, that was a contested, well-defended play. He just hit a tough shot.
Ring shooting up a 3. That one's too hard. Maple Grove leading by 1. 5:05 to go.
And again, if I'm Maple Grove, I know Ring can make that, but I'd much rather see him out on the perimeter than down low where we don't have an answer for him.
Stang getting a high pick here. He'll step back and fire that 3, but short.
They got the switch. He had Ring on him. Kind of neutralized him with a step towards the basket, created the space. And one of the rare open looks he's not knocked down tonight.
Memone getting a screen out high. Odiembo looked inside, then goes back out.
Yeah, I'd give the big fella the ball down there.
Under 5 on the shot clock. Fowlkes to Odiembo, firing it up. It's wide. It'll be a shot clock violation. Boy, they're a different team without Chavis.
I was just going to say that, Jay. He's that one guy that can go get a bucket, right? And not that other guys can't do it. You know, Jackson Fowlkes for sure can, but he's still kind of, you know, getting back into the flow of it. They are just a completely different team offensively, especially.
51-50 Crimson.
Both these teams in incredible shape to play at this pace, this intensity, and the effort that they are.
Stang kicking to Ramadka, and he nails a 3.
Oh, kind of a replica of the one he hit in the first half, drive and kick. Oh, here's a...
Chavis drives and scores and 1.
Just so strong. I don't know how you guard that.
Femright will pick up the foul, will be his 4th.
How about Ramadka, not known as a three-point shooter, only averaging 5 a game. Stang making that play, driving kick, he knocks it down, and then you see when Cash gets that look on his face, like, I'm going. I don't know what you can do about it. He's so quick and strong. Can finish with either hand, too.
Not able to complete the 3-point play, though, so it stays a 2-point Maple Grove lead, 3:40 to go.
See if they keep getting high ball screens up top.
Stang whips it to the corner. McGuire back out. Harney passed up a look. Now I thought he was going to shoot at that. And we get a foul, and this will be bonus time, and it'll also be number 5 on Freelix.
And that's why you got to keep going through those hand checks, those ball pressures, those early fouls in the second half. That's what it leads to now. And if they call those, your Maple Grove, your excellent free throw shooting team, got to knock these free ones down.
McGuire knocks that free throw down. 3-point Crimson lead.
I'll tell you what, Gannon McGuire, 7 points, but has played really well tonight. I thought he's handled the ball, some great passes, played well defensively. He's been a big part of why the Crimson have a 4-point lead right now. No, you can't give up threes or easy ones here.
Fowlkes will shoot a 3, and he nails it.
That's what he does. It's a great play design, right? You get Chavis coming strong side to the right, and then you get Jackson Fowlkes coming up on the left side. A design play, and he's that great shooter on their team.
Stang over to Ramadka, missed badly on the jump hook. They got it back, though. And Gooch, a great effort, but stepped on the sideline as he was kind of trying to avoid the referee there, too.
Super effort. I find myself holding my breath on every play here. Just the intensity level. Watch this effort. Both guys, he's clearly out of bounds.
He had been out of bounds.
I mean, just fantastic. They're not calling that.
Was this tipped or not? It was not. It was over and back.
Well, I think a couple things. One, I don't wonder if you don't give it to someone else to bring it up that doesn't have to deal with that. Number two is getting those earlier ball screens just to free them up a little bit.
Chavis.
Oh.
Hits the hoop. Park Center back up by 1. He took about 5 steps, but we'll count it.
He's so crafty.
Harney into the front court.
I like what they did there. They gave Stang just a little bit of a breather. Yeah.
And a foul call on the drive.
Oh, boy. I mean, crafty move, that extra step. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't.
Stang hits the free throw here.
And I know that's nervous moms watching. It's hard to watch when you're a parent at these games. It's so much fun, but it's so nerve-wracking.
Looking for the lead back for Maple Grove, and Stang makes a pair.
He's been huge. That's 21 points tonight.
And Park Center has to use a timeout. Nobody was back to receive the inbound pass, and Memone, to his credit, didn't just heave it up court.
Yep. Smart to learn enough to get that timeout. And probably not a bad. I mean, they had 3 left, so they'll have 2 timeouts remaining. And probably not a bad timeout here. You can draw something up, get the kind of action that you want. I wouldn't be surprised to see something drawn up again for Fowlkes. Running off screens. He's been pretty great tonight shooting the ball. Remember his first game back too.
Yeah, he's hit 3 threes and a total of 11 points. And
not bigger than the one he just hit.
Right, I was just going to say, the trend of the game, you can tell he's kind of gotten more confident as we go.
Yep. Yeah, the big things here, I mean, the questions, if you're Coach Schroeder, is if Cass Chavis is driving the lane, do we just leave our guy on an island one-on-one? Because I don't know if they can guard him that way. Do you run a second guy at him? Do you try to force someone else to make a big shot? And then the other problem is you have so much attention and awareness on him that you forget to box out Ring, or you forget Jackson Fowlkes is wide open. So this is where Park Center is so dangerous, especially with Cass Chavis has the ball in his hands.
And he's one of those rare guys that even when a second defender is there, he doesn't seem to care. I mean, he still goes right through him.
Yeah, when you have supreme quickness, strength, athleticism, and you know you can get your shot off at will. Sometimes a double team doesn't even work, but you want to try to make someone else beat you. I know that's easier said than done.
They're looking to post Chavis up again here.
Yeah, nice job too by Robbinsdale there coming over to help. Yeah, if he gets to that middle.
Down low to Ring, and he lays it in.
Great pass, great finish.
Park Center back in front by 1. Chavis to Ring. Approaching a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, I like that ball screen.
Stang left it short.
I thought he adjusted it, Jay, and he didn't need to. Ring was not there. If he would have extended with that left hand, I think he could have gotten it off clean. He kind of double clutched just a little bit there.
Now Park Center will use a little clock. They are up by 1, a minute 10 to go, and still 15 on the shot clock.
Put the ball in his hands. It's smart here.
Chavis.
And
Ring with the follow-up dunk. 3-point Park Center lead.
Yeah, that's what's so hard, right? All that attention on Cash, and you forget about a guy like Ring. And you don't need a 3 here, Jay. Plenty of time. Go get a good shot. If it happens to be a 3, great.
Timeout, Nick Schroeder.
Good timeout. I think he could sense no action there. He can draw something up here, get a good look, and it, again, does not have to be a 3. Oh, boy. There's been a couple of those extra steps. This one looks like there's an extra one. See that last step there? And again, it's harder said than done, but you get caught watching a guy like Cash Chavis on defense, or you come over to help and you forget, I got to get a body on Chang Ring. He's just so good at doing that, following up like that, so athletic. But again, down 3, you got 35 seconds left. By Maple Grove, I'm drawing a play up for a 3. If we don't get a great look, let's go to the rim, see if you can get a 2. And the only problem is you only got 4 team fouls, so you're gonna have to foul a couple times here consecutively to get them into the bonus. Yeah, Maple Grove 1 timeout left. Park Center still has 2 timeouts left. And really, this is a huge possession. And again, you just got to get points. It does not have to be a 3 here.
$19 on the shot clock, so they don't need to be concerned with that too much right now. Inbound comes to Stang. Picks up that dribble in a tough spot. Now gets to Carney.
Now you got to start looking at that shot clock. It's down to 10. Now you got to look.
Oh, Ramon got it blocked by Ring.
You got to foul. Yep. What a great closeout, a late contest. It looked like Ramonka had a good look there, but the length of Ring. Wow.
Here's where you mentioned they've got to take fouls quick here. That was the 5th.
You got to foul right away. Foul. You got to foul. Oh.
Almost a steal.
Oh, they got the steal.
It's going to be Maple Grove ball.
Wow.
Off of Chavis.
Yeah. It almost looked like Cash thought they were going to foul him, was kind of expecting it. Instead, they got the ball, and it must have gone off of Chavis's leg. Yeah.
Oh, he reached out again and bounced.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. You know, and now at this point, I think you got to try to run something to get a 3. And you want to try to get it off quickly so that if you do miss, you still have a chance to foul and get maybe another possession out of this. You don't want to wait till the last shot here.
Probably be looking at Stang and Harney as the guys you'd most want to get a look, but Park Center knows that too.
You got McGuire too, and you got to remember, Ramonka's hit 2 tonight too. Here's another thing that no one really thinks about, but when people are going to contest that shot fake and you get them up in the air, it might be a way to get 3 free throws too. I know it's hard to remember to think to do that, but you know Park Center is going to be contesting everything.
What a ball game here tonight. Park Center trying to hang on and advance back to state. Maple Grove has a shot though. Ooh, inbounded to McGuire, and he had to save it off of Fowlkes.
Well, and here's the other thing is Maple Grove does not have a timeout left. And the way Park Center contests these inbounds, Stang has to have that kind of that self-clock going in his mind. You've got to be able to get the ball in bounds here. There you go, you got it. You got to look.
Harney a 3, no. They get the rebound. Hands pass though, picked off by Gooch. Gooch all the way for the layup, and Park Center is going to repeat as section champion. 63-58 Pirates.
What a game. What a great game, both teams.
PC closing strong.
I'll tell you what, Maple Grove got to look. They got to look. Keegan Harney, who's a great shooter, got a nice look. And a great offensive rebound. And again, that pass at the end just can't hang out in the air. And Park Center gets the steal, finishes off. But I'll tell you what a great high school basketball game. And Maple Grove has absolutely nothing to hang their head on.
There's Gooch jumping in for that steal, and he takes it all the way for the reverse. A little icing on the cake there. Tremendous ball game here. Park Center closing the game strong after Maple Grove actually had a 4-point lead down the stretch. Maple Grove, I think fair to say, was considered the underdog coming in after losing by double digits both times against the Pirates. Gave them a good battle, but once again, Park Center, that tournament experience and some clutch play down the stretch. Let's go over now to Ryan Iverson.
All right, Chang Ring, I'm with you tonight. What a game. What'd you think of that tonight?
It was a hard win. We just have to keep fighting. Maple Grove, they got some good players. They came out punching in the second half. We just have to retaliate and come back.
How big was that missed bucket by Cash? You followed up with the big dunk. How big was that basket?
It was just like, it's like one of those things you just wish for as a kid, to change the game. Be the one to make that play, just amazing. It's the biggest thing for me.
What does it feel like? Look at all the crowd here winning this for Park Center. What a great feeling. How does it feel?
It's amazing. To be honest, I do it for them. These are my people right here. So every time I go out, I'm just doing it for them.
What do you got to do to win it all this year?
We just gonna keep fighting. Keep throwing them punches.
All right, well, congratulations on a huge win and a great game.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Jay.
Thanks, Ryan, and congratulations to Chang and the Pirates. A happy group. There were some tense moments for sure as Maple Grove came in, and you don't expect an easy one in a section final, and they didn't get one, but battled through with some great plays down the stretch. Maple Grove getting their second place medals. Yeah. I'm sure in their head they didn't come here to just stay close, but they gave it a battle, and you really actually believe for a few minutes that, okay, they really got a real legitimate shot, but you also got to credit Park Center the way they closed.
I'll tell you what, I think if Coach Nick Schroeder, if you would have said, hey, 10 seconds left, you have a shot to tie or a shot to win, would you sign up for that? I think he'd say absolutely. 63-58, lower paced game as far as scoring, but I'll tell you what, Maple Grove played well enough to win a section championship tonight, and Park Center just had that little bit extra, that ball pressure, that contesting, that wears on you. And I thought Maple Grove overall did a pretty good job of handling it. They showed up tonight, and they played extremely hard. Park Center just a little bit more depth, I think, a little bit more balance, and some length there. That tip dunk by Ring too. I mean that was huge. And I think they had the best player in the game, obviously, with Cass Chavis. He's just that good.
Yeah, he had a lot of clutch hoops of his own, but he also had a couple of really important clutch assists too.
And I don't think it doesn't show up, but his ball pressure, maybe he didn't create turnovers, but it showed up on that layup by Stang. It showed up, Stang had an open look and he missed it. And is that due to fatigue, that constant hounding all night? You never know. But just the effort and the energy, the shape that both of these teams had to be in to play at that pace and that intensity was just extremely impressive.
Well, and you can tell with Park Center, it isn't part-time that they play hard D. They were getting after it all night long, and not just when they needed to or when they had the momentum. And that kind of it speaks to the way that they've been coached all year too. Maple Grove coming to get their section runner-up trophies here. Team that really didn't have a lot of experience coming back into the year, and they've come a long way.
No, and I kind of felt like there's been some years, and you go back to when Brad Davison was here, and where Maple Grove had a ton of talent. And I feel like Nick Schroeder does great jobs where maybe no one expects him to be competitive. They beat a really good Osseo team earlier in the week, and then they took Park Center. They gave Park Center everything they could handle and took them right down to the end.
And with this Park Center team, the injury bug was what really was kind of their sticking point throughout the season. Pretty impressive to still go 24-3 and now 25-3. When you consider how many games were missed by some of their key players too. Yep. Memone was hurt at the beginning of the year. Now he's been back for quite some time, but he couldn't play the very first time that I saw them. So, and what about a guy like Jackson Fowlkes? That's a lot to ask coming in after missing a month. He had 11 points off the bench.
I was just going to say he had a really big three. They were down 4 with maybe 2.5 minutes, and Maple Grove had kind of gotten the momentum, and they ran a great set for Jackson Fowlkes. Didn't hesitate, knocks it down. That was as big of a shot as there was tonight.
Yeah, I like the way they responded. I mean, certainly they were not hoping to fall down by 4 points like they did, but instead of like hanging their heads or starting to argue with each other, it was the other way around. They came back harder. Yep. And that's what you're hoping to see, and that's why you play a good schedule.
No, and I'll tell you, too, I think that's where having that closer game this week, right? Obviously, maybe not this close, but just being close where you got to value every possession. And as a coach, you'll take some tough losses during the year if you grow from it, and what it does is it enables you to execute, not get down on yourself, not get down on your teammates, you fight through.
And this is a time you kind of like to thank the people, too, that practice hard every day, that maybe don't even get in a game like this, but they give you a good look on the scout team where they don't take it easy in drills and things like that. Makes it, kind of sharpens up everybody.
100%. It takes everyone to win. Head coach, assistant coaches that do all the scouting, your JV players, right, that play their own season but also are giving you the best in practice, your managers, the weight room. I mean, there's so much that goes into having a really good team and getting a chance to go to the state tournament.
Park Center, we don't know the seeding quite yet, of course, but it certainly looks like they do have a strong case to be the number 2 seed. Wayzata, I think fair to say, will be number 1. Yep. And they are already in as they took care of Hopkins in the Section 6 final on Tuesday. But Park Center probably should be number 2 seed. I would think we're at worst 3.
Well, how crazy would it be if you had Park Center, Wayzata championship for the 3rd straight year?
And I remember how exciting that was 2 years ago to see 2 local teams meet in the finals, and they do it again last year. And there's certainly a possibility that we could see that same thing again, as those teams have both been having great programs and great runs. Pirates getting into the now familiar pose with the trophy phase of the evening here as they are excited to have weathered the storm and get back to state. Again, despite the record, it wasn't always the easiest or smoothest path this year because of those injuries. They had to do things, a little bit more the hard way probably than the last couple of years, just because they've had to adjust to having Chang Ring out for a long time, Jackson Fowlkes out for a long time, and just it just makes for besides missing the talents that those guys bring, it kind of adjusts roles for other players and everything too, and they responded well, answered the bell, and coming through with this championship again here tonight for Park Center. We'll take a timeout here and come back with some final thoughts here. Maybe hear from the Pirates again as Park Center defeats Maple Grove 63-58 here tonight in the Section 5 title game. Welcome back here. Let's go back over to Ryan now with a couple more happy Pirates.
All right, thanks, Jay. Well, I'm with Jackson Fowlkes. I'm with Coach Ware. I'm going to start with you, Coach. What a game. I mean, we were saying throughout the broadcast, I was nervous, and I'm not even playing in it. The intensity, that was as good of a game as I've seen in a long time. What'd you think?
It was awesome. What a great section final. Hats off to Maple Grove. Their entire program for just being ready to go, and this game could have went either way.
What as you're going down the stretch there, and you guys don't find yourself down often, late in the game. I thought you guys responded really well to it. You never quit. There was no back down. You got big shots. I'll talk about a big three that he hit, but you got Cass Chavis too. I've said during the broadcast maybe the hardest player to guard one-on-one, but how big was he tonight, and how big just was your team responding to that?
Things didn't go how we hoped they would go, but we said all week, if we can't score, they don't get to score, and I'm just really proud the way we finished the game with 3 straight stops, and win. That's us. If we defend, we got a chance to win.
Last question for you, Coach. Do you talk now about winning a state championship, or do you take it one game at a time? What do you tell these guys as you wait for seeding and you go into a state tournament?
First of all, it's relish the moment, right? There are only 8 teams, that get to play in, 4A state championship, the big stage, and you enjoy the moment, and then absolutely, it's just game by game.
Anyone out there you want to see again in the state tournament?
We'll take a look at the field. We know what's ahead.
Well, congrats on a big game. Good win, too. Jackson Fowlkes, we talked a lot about you, how big you are to this team. Hey, not having played in, 25, 30 days, timing maybe a little off, but, man, you came in, you hit your first shot, and you hit a big three. How'd you feel tonight?
I felt good. I knew I was going to come off to a slow start, and I talked to Coach Ware, and he was just telling me it's not going to be there offensively, so you got to do things like defensively, rebound, and get your teammates involved. And I just knew I had a big shot coming when we were down in the last 5 minutes of the game, because not for myself but for the team, because we needed it to win and to get momentum. So when he called the play for me in the timeout, he believed in me, and he said hit the shot, and I did, and the result was a win.
I was going to say, that was a set play. All the action was going to the right. You were coming off on the weak side. For him to have confidence in you not having played in so long, what does that tell you what he feels about you?
Yeah, it tells him he believes in me a lot. I've been here since my freshman year. Been in the gym with him a lot over the summer times, open gyms. And that shot, we work on that every day in practice. So it was just really, I was just imagining like I was in the Park Center gym. And Cash gave me a good pass. Shank set a great screen, and I knocked it down. And then we got 3 stops at the end and won the game.
All right, quick question. In practice, if you're healthy and you're guarding Cash, how do you stop a guy like that?
I mean, it's hard to stop him because, he does a crossover, you beat him to the spot, and then he's got a counter for everything.
He's got the Anthony Edwards Euro steps and timing.
He's got everything. So you just got to play good defense and hope he misses it. You got to make him take tough twos.
Okay, so I know you won a championship 2 years ago. You've been there. This is your senior year. You saw the crowd tonight. What does it mean just for you as a senior, for your crowd, your community, your school? How big and how important is that?
It means a lot. We had a great student section today, and they were cheering loud for us when we were down and when we were winning the game. So, we all got them a day off of school on Wednesday or whenever we play the first round of section. So we hope that they come support. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, congrats on a great game, fun game to watch, and congrats on going to the state tournament. All right, see you, Jackson. Yeah, back to you, Jay.
Thanks very much, Ryan. Congratulations to the Pirates, and we'll be following them into the state tournament as well, along with Wayzata in that 4A tournament. Hope you've enjoyed this one here tonight. A great basketball game, and it is Park Center defeating Maple Grove 63-58 for Ryan Iverson and all of our CCX crew. I'm Jay Wilcox. Thanks again to the Maple Grove Basketball Booster Club and the Park Center Backcourt Club for their help bringing the live coverage tonight. Good night from Rogers here on CCX Sports.